How China can build so fast. By one estimate, about half of all the construction in the world will occur in China in the next 10 years. The country is already building 2 billion square meters of new floor space every year. If placed on a single floor, that would cover 1.3 times the size of the entire city of London. In other words, China is building a new London every year. So how does China manage this feat? This is the question we would be looking to answer in today's video. Before we begin, we would like to ask you to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates for our future video. Now let's begin. A totalitarian bureaucracy. One of the most incredible things about China is how fast everything is built. If things were done like this in America and Europe, there would be bullet trains connecting all towns and subways under every city. China does have a few advantages to begin with. The authorities do not have to negotiate land because the state owns it all. They don't have to bother with public reviews or make environmental impact reports. They just decide where they want to build a railway or a road and get on with it. China has a track record of speeding up monumental projects. In 2003, the Xiaotangshan Hospital was built in Beijing to accommodate SARS patients. It was built in 7 days, breaking the world record for the construction of a hospital by a big margin. An estimated 4,000 people worked on the hospital, working around the clock to meet deadlines. Inside, it had an X-ray room, a city room, an intensive care unit, and a laboratory. Each ward had its own toilets. Within 2 months, it admitted about 15% of the total SARS patients in the country and was hailed as a miracle in medical history by the Chinese media. A massive isolation facility and hospital were built in Wuhan in the aftermath of the COVID-19 outbreak in just 6 days, breaking the record of Beijing Hospital in 2003, which was built in 7 days. In both projects, prefabricated buildings were used. Then there are the roads. In America, building a new bridge takes months, as they have to close off or at least restrict highways. In Beijing, it was thought that the replacement of the Sanyuan Bridge would take 2 months. This would be a major problem on already overcrowded roads in North America. In China, they managed to do it in 43 hours. China employs a top-down mobilization strategy. They can do away with bureaucratic hassles and financial constraints and can utilize all resources. Design practices. It's not all ruthless bureaucratic efficiency though. It all begins with the design process. China completely switched the design process from sheets and drawings to models. There are not enough drafting experts in the world to draw up sheets for all those mega projects. The design process is continued to the schematic stage, and then building begins. Projects are divided into sections based on the local conditions and proposed engineering solutions, and then design teams plan things accordingly. Because they provide the projects into categories, they can work simultaneously. They also use very efficient site techniques. They peg out the site by eye, lay out the pegs using GPS. This is assisted by modular prototypes that are available for all projects. Railway embankments, for example, use a standard grade for each distance so they do not need to redesign and measure the stability of the slope at all points of the track. Using this approach, knowing how the model and prototype design work, they simply do the pegging and build by eye, regularly doing verification using total stations. Innovative techniques and machinery. They have produced dozens of amazing machines and techniques to make the process faster and more efficient. For example, the high-speed rail network has been elevated from most of its extensive route to eliminate the need for level crossings. Elsewhere in the world, precast bridge sections may have to be delivered by truck and then lifted by cranes. In China, they have produced this amazing railroad truck that can dive along the railbed while carrying sections of the precast concrete railbed. With the precast providing counterweight, it slides the railbed out, places it, and then drives back to get the next section, and repeat. There are hundreds of such highly innovative and customized machines being used in China's construction sector, and the results are there to witness. There is much the world can learn from China when it comes to rethinking building processes, both for high-rise buildings and public infrastructure. This brings our video to an end. We hope you liked it. If so, leave a comment and subscribe to Tech Evolution. See you in the next video. Bye!